Alarm sound, alarm sound, alarm sound, alarm sound.
Ugh. Ah, what a beautiful morning. What day is this? Ah, I have a project due today. How the heck am I gonna do that? I know what I'll do. I'll use the clone machine. Bye, do that video. Okay, let's go interview some people.
Yo,
Hey Jet.
how's the clone machine?
Oh, it's doing pretty good. I'm just working on this science project right now, and I'm interviewing a bunch of people. So can you tell me what the two processes in life are that give energy to all living things?
Well, let's see. I have to think about that one. Barbecue and microwave.
The two processes that actually work together to provide energy for all living things are photosynthesis and cellular respiration. So do you know what part of the plant uses photosynthesis?
The leaves?
Yeah, actually.
What about the
Do you know where they get the water and the carbon dioxide?
The sun and
So the
And the
leaves
rain?
the leaves get the light energy from the sun. The roots down in the ground, that's what gets the water. And the leaves also take in the carbon
do
dioxide.
people water it or does it just rain?
Both. See, they have sprinklers right there, so it probably gets watered.
So instead, people don't have to walk here every day for water.
So now do you think you could tell us what the purpose of photosynthesis is?
I don't really remember. It was
Well, I just
kind of
told
a
you.
long time. Well, the leaves are the part that takes the food and stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the air and the sprinklers and rain that give food and water.
And that all goes together to make what?
Photosynthesis.
Okay, sugars. That's how it does it. The glucose and stuff. And we eat the glucose and get the energy. And that's how we're walking around. Hey sir, can you tell me about what happens during the light reactions of photosynthesis?
Well, that's pretty simple. The light hits the chloroplast in the cycloid membrane. The electrons in the chloroplast absorb the energy, get excited, and zoom right out of the chloroplast molecule. The electron speeds through the electron transport chain and release some energy which is stored as an ATP. Some of that energy is then used to split water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. Then the hydrogen and the rest of the ATP are then carried on in ATP to be reactants in the dark reaction, or the Calvin cycle.
The purpose of photosynthesis is for plants to eat.
Plants to eat?
Plants to eat, man. I mean, that's the simplest way I can say it.
So do you know where it takes place in the plant?
Not really, but I can tell you it takes place in the plant.
Well, that's about all we had. Thank you.
No problem. Glad to help y'all.
The purpose of photosynthesis is actually to store the energy from the sun in the form of glucose. And photosynthesis occurs in the chloroplasts inside the plant. Wait, sir, before you go, can you tell me about what the dark reactions are?
Well, that's when photosynthesis happens at night, right?
The dark reactions actually occur in the stroma of the chloroplast, when carbon dioxide is taken from the outside and it is broken down and formed into glucose, using the hydrogen and energy in the form of ATP and NADP from the light reactions. What the purpose of cellular respiration is? Can you tell me what the purpose of cellular respiration is?
It's to take a gas and convert it into something else.
Gas and convert it into something.
Yeah.
Okay.
like the process of a tree breathing. Is that not correct? Where it takes in a gas or a light, as far as this light, and you're converting it from either carbon monoxide into oxygen.
That's
converting
photosynthesis.
it. Okay. So what's the question? What's the other question?
Cellular respiration.
Cellular respiration. Let's say the passing of gas through something.
It takes the sugars that the plant makes during photosynthesis and converts those into energy. It's something all organisms have, just plants. Okay, so can you tell me what the purpose of photosynthesis is?
Not exactly. Can you tell me?
Well, it's the plants take the energy from the sun and from water and carbon dioxide, and they use the energy from the sun to make a reaction that creates glucose, which is a sugar, and oxygen, which is a byproduct.
Okay.
So, from the information I just told you, can you tell me what the equation is for
The
chemical?
equation?
Which is basically just the reactants and then the products.
No. I can't.
It's literally what I just told you. So
Okay.
basically H2O, water,
H2O.
CO2, carbon dioxide, and then the light energy, not just the glucose and the oxygen on the other side.
Enough said.
So, do you know where like cellular respiration mostly takes place?
The mitochondria.
Aw, do you know the 3 steps to aerobic respiration?
Glycolysis. Glycolysis.
It's glycolysis. What's number 2?
The Krebs cycle.
And then number 3?
Electron transport chain.
Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you a question real quick?
What's up?
Do you know where glycolysis takes place?
The cytoplasm.
Do you know what happens during glycolysis by any chance?
Unga bunga.
I'll take that as a no. Glycolysis is the process where a glucose molecule is broken down into 2 bite-sized pyruvate molecules that can be taken in by the mitochondria. In here. Hello? Oh, hello, sir. Can you tell me where the Krebs cycle takes place?
In the mitochondria.
What even happens during the Krebs cycle?
Well, it's a cycle that breaks down the pyruvate into CO2, hydrogen ions, ATP, and electrons.
Well, that's good to know. Thank you, sir. Hello, sir. Would you mind telling me what happens to the hydrogen ions and electrons that are produced by the Krebs cycle?
The electron transport chain.
They go through the electron transport chain?
Yeah, what are you doing here, man?
Well, I'm asking you questions. What happens to them as they go through the transport chain?
Well, I mean, they produce ATP, but seriously, I'm just trying to sleep.
Okay, let's see. Hello, sir. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about cellular respiration?
Yeah, what?
So what happens if the needed oxygen to perform the Krebs cycle is not available for the cell?
Anaerobic respiration?
Is there another name for that?
I think so, fermentation?
Ah, that's nice. So what happens as a result of this process?
I think ethanol is how it's pronounced?
Ethanol?
Ethanol?
So what happens if you get too much of a buildup of ethanol in your muscles?
You get sore.
True. So let's send all these videos back to Henry. So let's go over. We got photosynthesis, takes in the water, carbon dioxide, light, gives out the glucose and oxygen as a byproduct. Cellular respiration then takes that glucose along with some oxygen and makes all the, ATP with water and carbon dioxide as a product. Wow, they're like complete opposite reactions. Look at that. I'll have to tell Henry about that. Well, there we go. Send. So in summary, photosynthesis and cellular respiration are the two cellular processes that provide energy for all living things. You can't get energy from one of them without the help of the other.